Hey Pisces, thanks for checking out your February 2021 love reading. This is going to be for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I know a lot of people like to check out their Venus sign when it comes to love, so we're setting the intention for Venus as well. If you are sick and tired of love readings and you wish us readers would do something other than love and romance, you came to the right channel, you just clicked on the wrong video. Those of you that don't know, I do weekly forecasts for each of the signs about everything except for love. So be sure to check out those readings as well, but this is going to be the love reading here. So let's get right on into it, my darling Pisces, and see what's coming up for you guys in love and romance in the month ahead. So your first card here, my darlings, is the King of Swords. I shuffled. You guys saw me shuffle, but it's interesting because this was the first card that came up for, I believe it was Aries. Okay, so if you have Aries placements, this is gonna be like a very confirmation here, or like pay attention to this, right? Granted, this is an air sign card, right? I'm just saying Aries because it came up for them also, and it was their first card also, so this could be a shared theme. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries for that reason. King of Swords, though, typically is going to be Gemini energy, or Libra, or Aquarius. It's going to be air sign energy. So some of you might be dealing with an air sign. Some of you are coming into this energy yourself, okay? I am feeling, Pisces, the same thing for you guys as I did when it came up for Aries. And the feeling I felt for them when this card came up was that you guys are getting very, very, very bold about how you're approaching your love life and your relationships. You're in this situation where you want order, you want clarity, you want to know that you guys are on the same page, and you're getting very, very effective in your communicating. You're asking like the precise questions. You are not leaving room or opportunity for anybody to dilly-dally or to waste your time or to give you the runaround. I feel like you are, I don't want to say you're forcing, right? But you're making it very clear that you want answers, and you're not going to settle for just, I don't know, we'll see, maybe, okay, yeah, I want that too. Okay, well then how do you want to go about it? How do you want to make it happen? Because the King of Swords is about planning, it's about strategy, it's about negotiating, right? It's about talking about these things calmly without getting worked up, without getting upset, but really coming into something logically and looking for the solution. So those of you that are in a relationship, you might be tired of the same issues that keep coming up, and you might be thinking about your security in the future moving forward. So you're addressing it with your partner like, okay, we're going to handle this. We're going to get this figured out. We're going to talk about this. We're not just going to say never mind and come back to it later. And you're thinking of, or you're coming up with the right things to say, the right things to ask. I feel like you're coming into this very powerful communication style, Pisces. Those of you who are single, you're getting way better about screening the people that you're dating. You're getting way better about like looking at the situation, talking to the person, asking the right questions to where you're able to figure out very early on whether or not you want to give time to getting to know this person, right? You're becoming a very powerful, very efficient screener here, so that you're not wasting your time. I just kind of feel like your energy is short here, Pisces. You're like, I don't have all day, like I don't have years and years and years to like go around. Like, I need to know right now. So there's this assertiveness, and I like it. It's like a healthy assertiveness. It's not dramatic, it's not judgmental, it's not overly emotional, but it's this good, healthy assertiveness that you're approaching your relationships with. Your next card here, my darlings, ooh, is the High Priestess. I love it, I love it, I love it. So we have Major Arcana card here. When the Major Arcana cards come up, we're at a new chapter, we're at a new beginning. We're dealing with a significant soulmate, a significant shifting or turning point in our life. But the reason why this made me very excited is for two reasons, okay? Number one, when I'm reading for someone and that person's Major Arcana card comes up in the reading, it tells me that this is a situation that you're coming into your power. You're falling in love with yourself. You're embracing your true authentic self. You're unapologetically you. You have a really healthy sense of confidence. And you have a lot more power in the situation or in the relationship than you realize, right? And Pisces here, I know it's debatable. Some people are like, oh no, with the High Priestess here, I know it's debatable. Some people are like, oh no, the High Priestess is Cancer, and some people are like, oh no, the High Priestess is Pisces, but it's associated with the moon, okay? And so Pisces, you have a lot of or this card has, Pisces attached to it, Pisces energy attached to it. So this to me is coming up to say that you're coming into your power, you're coming into mastery of self. But it's also very positive because the High Priestess in general, the card overall, is about confidence. It's about this inner knowing. It's about being really in touch with your intuition. And when I see the High Priestess card come up for people in general, regardless of if they are a water sign, a Pisces, a Cancer, whatever, regardless of that, when Pisces comes up, it tells me that you're coming into a really high level of healing. Your chakras are aligning. There's powerful healing energy flowing through your body. And so you are becoming very irresistible. Very irresistible. And so you're going to have a lot of people obsessing about you, throwing themselves at you. Some of you might even be wanting to leave a relationship, and your partner is like, I can't live without you, Pisces, like they're feeling like just like they need to be near you. So one of the things that you're going to have to master when you're in this Pisces energy is healthy boundaries, right? And one of the things you have to learn as you're coming into this Pisces energy and you're having this beautiful healer energy flowing through your body, this High Priestess healer energy flowing through your body, is that you can be there for people without having to let them in closer than what you're comfortable to. Okay, you can pray for people, you can send them energy, you can, kind of, do spiritual or energetic work, ask permission to their higher self and send it to their higher self and let their higher self decide what to do with it. But you don't have to heal these people by taking them into your bed, because what happens is there could be very unhealthy attachments that begin to form. The connection can become very parasitic, where they're feeding off of your energy. So you are coming into this sense of mastery, this sense of healing, being very in tune with your intuition, your healing abilities and gifts. And this is the time that you're going to master those boundaries, right? And you're going to do a better job of screening who you're letting in and who you're not letting in, right? Whereas maybe in the past, you have found yourself in relationships with people who just were very persistent. They just really wanted to be with you and they wore you down. You're not going to be in those kinds of relationships anymore. You're coming into your power here, okay? So, my darlings, your next card here is the Devil. This is breaking out of those seductions. This is breaking out of those intense karmic attachments and entanglements. We were just talking about that, right? Being in the High Priestess energy, that sometimes people can attach to us negatively and drain us. This is confirmation right there. So this is a card that's coming up a lot of the times when somebody is dealing with a karmic situation, a karmic partner. It can also indicate a sense of seduction, okay? Because you're in this High Priestess energy, Pisces, some of you might have this lover or a potential lover coming in where you feel this unbearable attraction, this intense chemistry, right? And some of you have already been physically intimate with this person, or you're about to be, and it might feel very highly charged, like very intense, like, oh my gosh, I've never experienced anything like that before in my life. This must be my soulmate. This must be my twin flame. But this is what's happening when you're in the High Priestess energy, and you've attracted someone who has a void within them, and they're trying to fill it up with you. Okay, it can be very flattering, obviously, but what happens is when you're in a High Priestess energy and you go to bed with someone in this kind of situation, they're going to be feeding off of your energy. Okay, and that's what you're feeling, that's so intense, that feels so powerful. This person is like sucking the energy out of you. And so they walk away feeling on top of the world, feeling like on cloud nine. And you end up feeling like, oh my gosh, like a piece of me is missing when this person isn't around, and things just don't feel complete, because they're not around. Well, because they just walked off with a big chunk of your energy. That's why you feel incomplete. That's why you feel like you need the person around for that sense of completion. The good news is nobody can hold on to your energy forever. It will eventually return to you, even if you don't know how to cord cut, even if you don't know how to call your energy back to you. It will come back to you. But then what happens is now there's this cycle, this karmic cycle. They start losing that high and they come back around again. They need to bed you again. They need to cord you again. And you go on this on again, off again roller coaster with this person. So many of you Pisces are going to have the opportunity to break out of that once and for all, right? Some of you in the past maybe have been a little bit easily seduced, and you're coming out of that. You're coming out of that fog. You're coming out of that spell, okay? And for some of you, I feel like you're in a situation where you're in a committed relationship, and there's this temptation from this other person, this karmic person, and you have to be cautious. I hate to say this, but it's gonna be for some of you, and you need to hear the message. I feel like some of you are dealing with a highly manipulative person who's figured out how to kind of tap into your ego and to use it to their advantage. Like they have figured out ways that your partner doesn't make you feel appreciated, or things that you like need to hear to feel good, and they've been pushing all those little feel good buttons to get what they want to get out of you. But this is where it's dangerous. This person, in having realized that about you, also knows where the triggers are, where you don't feel good, where you feel guilty or embarrassed or obligated. So what you need to be prepared for is when you decide that you want to break away from this karmic situation, or you begin to see it's unhealthy, or it's just taking too much of your energy, when you begin to pull away from this person is going to start going and pushing the other buttons, the other triggers, so that they can get you to do what they want you to do. For some of you, this is going to be very difficult, right? Because this person was making you feel good. This person was making you feel understood and appreciated. And now they're making you feel like you're selfish, or you're greedy, or you're a bad person, or you lied to them, or whatever. And so, again, this is about you coming into the High Priestess energy, having that confidence, knowing that you are worthy, knowing that you're a good person, knowing that you have a lot to offer, so that the opinions of other people don't shake you. You're no longer looking for the relationship to validate you, because you know who you are, right? And you're realizing and you're seeing the true colors of this person. And so you're breaking out of that spell. You're breaking out of this illusion the person had you under. You're seeing the true colors. So those of you where you've been dealing with a temptation, I feel you're realizing the grass isn't greener on the other side after all, okay? And you have a relationship that's worth salvaging for many of you. Okay, others of you, maybe you are genuinely in a committed relationship with someone who's been abusive or karmic, and again, you might be leaving that relationship. But I feel like whatever your situation is, if the abusive person is the current partner or the abusive person is this temptation, for some of you, both are bad. You might be leaving both, but you're breaking out of an unhealthy love cycle. You're breaking out of seduction. You're breaking out of manipulation. You're coming into your power. You're taking your sensuality back. Okay? Your next card here, my darlings, is the Five of Cups. And this can be a card that indicates sadness here or disappointment. And I feel what it is you're just kind of feeling disappointed when these true colors come out. When you're realizing this person isn't who or what I thought that they were. Okay? I'm going to say something kind of controversial here, my darlings. And I'm not saying it to discourage you. But for many of you, right, you've been kind of on this quest to find the twin flame, the divine masculine or the divine feminine, right? Because we hear so much about it. But there's a lot of illusion in that concept. Okay, I put a video out a while ago about the truth about the twin flame, and it upset some people. They didn't want to hear it. Okay, the truth of the fact is we have many soulmates. Some are romantic, some are not romantic. But even with the romantic soulmates, we have more than one, right? There typically isn't just one magical person set aside for us. It's a beautiful thought because it makes us feel safe that there's this one specific person and we're going to be together, we're meant to be together, everything's going to be perfect. That's not what the twin flame is about, right? The only time people maybe have one specific person that they're destined to be with is if there's a spiritual mission together. So it's more of like a spiritual business partner than a romantic relationship. Most of us have free will and we have many soulmates. Okay, so as much as it might be sad to see this person and say, I thought this was my twin flame, but it's not. It's like a false kind of karmic situation here. And you might also feel very disappointed in seeing that person's true colors. Not all is lost. I feel like a lot of you are salvaging some relationships here. And for some of you, this person was really manipulative and found a way to alienate you from your friends and family. But when you turn around, when you see the truth of this person and you turn around, I feel that your loved ones are still there, Pisces. They haven't abandoned you. And they're just glad that you saw the truth about this person that was tempting you or trying to convince you that everybody else was terrible and they were the only one that loved you and they were the only one that understood you. Like they're so glad that you have broken out of the spell and they're still there for you without judgment. Okay? And so some of you, this could be salvaging a marriage or a long-term relationship, and you're receiving forgiveness if there was any kind of infidelity. And for other ones of you, this is just your friends and family who are like, man, we're still here for you. We're glad to have you back. But you're breaking out of the spell. The next card here, my darling Pisces, is the Nine of Pentacles. This makes me so happy to see it for you because the Nine of Pentacles can indicate confident energy, right? Like enjoying life, having goals and things that you're going after and you're succeeding. But there's a powerful message that comes with the Nine of Pentacles that indicates overcoming anxiety, overcoming fear, right? Being able to trust yourself, being able to go after things that you enjoy. A lot of you are healing through accomplishments. You're healing through going after these goals, and your confidence and your self-esteem is soaring as you accomplish these goals. And this is bringing a certain glow about you. Like people are just seeing beauty in you. Those of you who are in a relationship, your partner may be falling in love with you all over again. Those of you who are single, you find that you are receiving lots of compliments, lots of admiration. When people are approaching you, they're approaching you in a different way. And some of you are going to be confused by it at first because you might be used to people coming on to you in a very lusty way, in a very flirty way, saying things about your body or flirting. And so now that these people are approaching you, they're approaching you in a respectful way. They're approaching you in a way where Like they're really wanting to get to know you and really wanting to do things that encourage bonding and, talking about the future and, what you want and how it aligns with them. So you're shifting your love energy here. Okay, this is like a whole new beginning because you're snapping out of the spell somebody had you under, and you're seeing your value and your worth, and nobody's ever going to be able to shake you out of that again. Like nobody's ever going to be able to make you question your value or to make you feel insecure, because you have this true confidence from within and you're breaking out of that karmic cycle. It's a very beautiful energy, Pisces. Very, very beautiful. I encourage you to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos. If this is not your Venus sign, check out your Venus sign. Some months it might resonate with you more than others, your moon, your rising, or your Venus. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you want to go to calendly.com, you can schedule a private reading with me there. And my dears, don't forget to check out the weekly forecasts, because we're going to talk about everything other than love in the weekly video. So hopefully we'll see you there. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Bye, my darlings.